welcome to Titanium Taurus Tarot, and today I'll be doing a reading for Aries. Okay, so this is for anybody who has any planet or star in their chart under Aries. If you do, welcome. If you don't, welcome as well. You probably have a message in here for you, so keep an ear out, alright? And if you are a cross-watcher, I welcome you with open arms, because heaven knows I was a cross-watcher for many of you to myself, so I get you and I got you. Now, I first want to thank all of you for your views, your likes, your shares, your subscribes, and your comments. I love comments. I read them all. I'm going to answer all of them, but I absolutely read them all. Okay, and now we all have an intuition. It's key that we learn how to use it. So check out the video I post on Monday for that. And reading is like a snapshot of the possible future that might arise if you continue doing what you've been doing up to this point. If you don't like it, change what you're doing. And thank goodness that we have an array of possibilities to choose from at any given moment. So all you have to do is pick one and work your way towards it. And with that being said, my gorgeous Arieses, let's get into your cards. And I know it sounds easy sometimes, but it ain't. And that's why your intuition is super important. Yes. Now, so, please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good with a message for my Arieses, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message from my Aries, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. And you got release, let go, and move on with the strength card at the bottom of the deck. Letting go, it ain't easy. It ain't easy. I don't know what the song was. All I heard was it ain't easy. So yeah. Now I'm hearing Celine Dion's song. I drove all night to get to you. Inside alright. I drove all night to get to you. The magician popped out. So please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a oh, there we have it. And you got renewal pointing towards the right. I drove all night to get to you. With the 9 of winter at the bottom of the deck. Ooh. Okie dokie. So please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Aries, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Aries, please come forward and share what they should expect. And you got the Chariot with Awakening at the bottom of the deck. At this point, you have 5 out of 6 majors. Well, 5 out of the 6 cards are majors. Interesting. So please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Aries, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Aries, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good. And we got the Ace of Summer with the 9 of Summer at the bottom of the deck. Ooh, that's a combination every girl wants to see. With the 8 of Summer behind that. Ooh. And the Ace of Spring and the Star. That is good. Okay. Now, we clarify. Yes. Yes. Alright. So please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good has a message for my Aries is, why is the strength and why is the release and the strength card here in the upright? Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Aries is, why are these two cards here comprising the first set? Oh, and you got the Sage and himself. Ah, well, I don't know why. Other than the eyes, right, the lips and the nose on these two cards look similar. Maybe one's the father. Well, I guess the Sage is the father, and the himself might be the son, except the himself has different eyes, like brown eyes with like very little white. Anyway. I drove all night to get to you. Is that alright? Now, the second set, we have the Nine of Winter with the renewal card pointing towards the right. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good. And then we got Los Gunas pointing towards the left. Alrighty. With Inji at the bottom of the deck, as well as the Fawn. If the glare can subside. Okay, third set, you have the Chariot and the Awakening card. So please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Aries, please come forward and share why the Chariot and the Awakening card comprise the third set. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Aries, please come forward and share. And you got Jihobaya with Epona's Wild Daughter at the bottom of the deck, as well as Mike the Myomancer, followed by the Fairy Godmother. Yeah. Now, for the fourth set, you have the Ace of Summer, the Nine of Summer, the Eight of Summer, the Ace of Spring, and the Star. So please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Aries, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides. And you got Pohaya of the Waters with Topsy Turvets at the bottom of the deck, followed by followed by Talon the Poet. As well as Penelope Dreamweaver. Alrighty. Right. I don't know if that came out like Matthew McConaughey or Borat. That was like a mix of the both. Okay, then. Okay, so the first set is comprised of the release card, which is in this deck. This is the death card, all right, as well as the strength card, which is, as you can see, the strength card in normal tarot. Now, the release card says, let go of the past, an ending that makes way for new beginnings, for new opportunities, time to move on. Death card. Scorpio. I'm a Scorpio moon myself. Then you have the strength card. Now the strength says the grace and inner strength needed to overcome challenges, the power of kindness and forgiveness, time to embrace how wonderful you are. This is the Leo card, one of the Leo cards. There's so many Leo cards. In French we'd say c'est hallucinant. I don't know why they say hallucinant, but it's like you're hallucinating. It's so powerful that you're hallucinating. Something like that. In any case, The cards clarifying that are number 1, himself. Notice he has his heart chakra and his crown. Would that be the crown? Yeah. Heart, third eye, crown. Chakra alit, right? So he is connected to the ethos. Because generally the top three are generally in regards to like ethereal, whereas the bottom 4 or the bottom 3 are like earth plane existence type of thing. So himself talks of law, natural law, shamanic powers, life force, and magic. So this is the earthly magic. Oh no, not true. Seeing as the 3 above, the 3 higher chakras are alit, I would say that these are actual magic. These are the magic that comes from tapping into the universal grid, the matrix, if you would. Not the movie, but the universal grid, which could be taken for the matrix, you know. Then you have the sage. Now the sage, all right, talks of wisdom, hidden knowledge, retreat, old age, patience. Now, with the release card, you're being called to release something that no longer serves you, which would be related to the sage, because you can only learn that something is no longer useful for you with age and patience and experience. And the strength card, I feel, is relevant to the himself card, because not everyone, and I'm going to say this, not everyone can tap into this energy of natural law, shamanic powers, you know. Not everyone does this. Not everyone knows how to tap into the life force of the matrix. So to some, it is magic. To some, the fact that I was able to recover from my accident, which was gigantic, is huge. And I'm pretty certain they're like, how'd you do it? But they won't ask, because I don't know why. You know? So I feel like people who really can tap into that type of energy is surprising, but it's actually what we all can do. And some have a little difficulty like knowing that is actually normal. All you need is a little bit of guidance towards that, the realization of that. Yes. Now the second set, all right, starts off with the renewal card pointing towards the right. Now the renewal card is the judgment card. It says, review the past and the present so you can plan a bright new future, understanding your life purpose, releasing judgment of yourself and others. So with the things that you let go of, and the fact that you know that other people might take this as, or might take you as surprising, alright? You're like, what should I keep with me? And what should I let go of? Should I take with me on this new path? And the interesting thing is that there's a little rabbit at the bottom of this card. I know it's not really relevant, but yesterday, there was like a rabbit outside our patio, and it was so cute. It was like a baby rabbit with like little ears, and it was so adorbs. Apparently there is a parent adult, and there is also a butterfly here, and I've been seeing butterflies a lot lately. Not moths, but actual butterflies. It's interesting. Super cool. But basically what I'm trying to say is be mindful of what you notice during your day and go and check out what that means spiritually. what if it has an actual meaning, because that would be surprising to you. Aha! I knew I had it in here somewhere. My 7th chakra bracelet to balance my chakras out. Now the next card, the card that was in the upright, is the 9 of winter. Now the 9 of winter is the 9 of swords in this deck. So the 9 of swords, well, in this card it says unfounded fears, focusing on worst case scenarios, allowing worry and to grow out of proportion to the problem. What I feel like you've done this reevaluation of stuff, and you are sensing that things are moving towards what you want in your reality, though you're not quite used to it. It might be your first go around in this new, like, in a better reality, and so you're kind of could be skeptical, because that's the word that came to me, but worrisome about it, worried you won't be able to reach whatever it is. And don't worry, okay, you'll learn as you go along, and if this time wasn't the time, it's fine. You will have learned so much out of this, so much that will help you in the next time you get into a cycle such as this one, at least a new beginning such as this one, right? Yes. I'm asking you. Alright, so next you have Los Cunas pointing towards the left. Now, cards pointing towards the left to me mean that they're happening slowly, or they happen in the past. Okay, so Los Cunas talks of sunken treasure. Wait a minute. Did I mention that cards pointing towards the right to me mean that they're happening quickly, or they're happening deeper in the future, like deeper, like after like a couple of months or years? I'm not sure, but whatever it is, at some point you are going to reevaluate what you have in common, what is going on, what went on in your life, and maybe you are already worried about something that you haven't yet reevaluated, but that you haven't yet reevaluated. So because of that, because your worry is taking up so much room in your head, that at the moment you can't really review anything else, this might take a little longer to come in. Now, just so you know, my readings generally span for a week, but I might sometimes tap into something like more farther out, right? Now, cards pointing towards the left to me mean that they happen in the past, or they're happening super slowly. Alright, so Los Cunas was pointing towards the left. Now, that means, now Los Cunas talks of sunken treasure, discovery of self, and hidden, and adventure. So what I'm picking up here is that so for those of you who have gone through this, you've gone within, you figured out how, like you found your hidden treasure, and you have discovered things about yourself you did not know of, and you are now going on an adventure with, after having done the renewal thing, you might be a little bit skeptical and you might be a little bit afraid, but you're like, you know what? No, I'm going to take this new project by both hands, and I'm going to go ahead and do it. The movie that came to mind it's on Netflix. It's called Ode to Joy. Now that is a very interesting movie. I really liked it. I really enjoyed it. And that's what was coming to my mind. And it's funny that I talked of that movie, because then you have Indy. Now Indy talks of wishy-washing, indecision, and wishy-washing, which will lead to commitment and decision making. So in the movie, the guy has I'm trying not to ruin the whole thing, but the guy has a weird disease that when he gets too happy, he'll like faint all of a sudden. And I mean, try living a life of fun and excitement when you can die or you can like fall asleep at any moment, right? Now, what would you do? Would you like to like spend your days, like your life on emotionally excited, or would you like run the risk of dying because you've fallen asleep in the middle of something important, or falling asleep and doing something fun and important and exciting? Or would you like spend the rest of your days like bored as hell? So that's what you're weighing the pros and cons, and you're like, I don't know. What do I want? What do I want? What do I want? Right? Then you have the fun. Now the fun talks of understanding the nature of nature, natural wisdom, natural magic. I feel like what is going to come to you as an answer is the realization that what you actually want and what will really actually make you excite you. The word wasn't coming to me. Now the third set, all right, it's comprised with the Chariot and the Awakening card. Now the Chariot, alright, both in the upright, as you can see. The Chariot talks of success that comes from dedication and self-discipline, celebrating your accomplishments, being in the spotlight. So you've made a decision and you're like, I'm sticking to it. Whatever might come of it, I don't care. I'm going to look for my happiness. And you're going to go after it, and it will lead you to great happiness and excitement and adventure. And it will teach you something very important about yourself, because then you have awakening. Now awakening says change the way you're looking at the situation. Embrace your uniqueness. A temporary pause in action. You're going to learn something about yourself that you will never have learned if you had not gone out on this fun adventure, right? The cards clarifying that are G Hobaya. Now G talks of imaginary fears, unreal hazard, realistic caution. So you still have a little bit of that Nine of Winter lingering in your mind. So yes, you're going for what you want, you're having fun, but you're being cautious, which is a smart thing to do, you know. Better than falling head first and splitting your skull. I'm just saying. Well, I don't know if I fell head first, but I definitely did fall sideways. So, and I did split my head. I had a cracked skull once I got to the hospital. No, that's neither here nor there. Then you have Epona's Royal Daughter. Now, Epona, alright, talks of inner shadows, nightmare, depression, madness, and growth. So, although this might seem like a lot, like this movement forward, my Aries might seem like a lot, and you will have a lot of awakening. You will have at least one awakening. It will be like madness. You're like, holy shit, how am I going to stay? How am I going to do this? How? Right? Though, in any case, it's going to lead you to growth. In any case, you're going to grow and you're going to learn a lot from this, which is a lot. Which is great, which is a lot. And it's a lot of greatness. Now, the next card, alright, is Mike the Myomancer. Now, Mike talks of small clues, details, the messages everywhere, patience. You are heading in the right direction, but I feel like it might take you some time to get to where you want to get to. So, might take you some time. So, be patient and don't worry. And be attentive to what is coming towards you. All the details that you see on your day, everything that you notice, take stock of those and remember those, because that is what will allow you to then tap into the fairy godmother energy. Now the fairy godmother, okay, it talks of gifts, talents, grace, helpful lessons. So this lady right here is here to only help you move forward. So it's basically like the Chariot twice, if you will. Now for the fourth set, you have the Ace of Summer. And the Ace of Summer talks of open your heart to love, the beginning of a new intimate relationship, or the rebirth of a current one, the awakening of psychic abilities or spiritual epiphanies. So your intuition is very good at this point in time. Because of that, you will also be tapping into the 9 of Summer. Now the 9 of Summer talks of wishes being granted, dreams fulfilled, a magical time of life. Yay, that's what I like to hear. Then you have the 8 of Summer, which talks of realizing that the desire for a more meaningful life, realizing, oh my goodness. Okay, I'm on. Realizing that it's time to move on, choosing to make major life changes. So you are going to get the 9 of Cups, and you're going to love it so much that you're like, okay, I have to move. I have to create a better space for myself. And I don't feel like I'll be able to do that here. So I'm a bounce. Okay. Then you have the Ace of Spring, which talks of it's time to take action. Be fearless and happily pursue your most treasured dreams. Amazing career opportunities. What did it say about I bounce? Bounce away, my friend. Then you have the Star card. Then you have the Star card. Now the Star card talks of look to the future with hope and optimism, the power of faith to move mountains, happy changes that bring relief from challenging times. You are going to be so much happier. This, by the way, is an Aquarius card. Yeah. Yes. Now, the cards clarifying that are Poharial of the Water, which talks of gracefully accepting change. Of course, it talks of other things, but at this point, I feel like you have to gracefully accept change to allow this change into your reality. Then you have Topsy-Turvets. Now, Topsy-Turvets, alright, talks of change of viewpoint, fresh looks, new ways of seeing. Yes. Yes. Then you have, so you're going to gracefully accept, because, so with the Ace of Spring, something needs to change. You need to do something new. And that's what is going to happen. And the changing of a viewpoint is the 8 of Summer, which is leave the situation you're in because it's no longer serving you. Right? And then you have Taum the Poet, which talks of erotic energy, laughter, not getting into serious mischief, and clear sight, as well as poetry. So the clear sight, I feel like, is the 9 of Summer, because what I picked up on was that you experienced what you love. Now, this does not mean that you're going to have what you love for a little bit of time. No, you're going to feel this emotionally. You're going to feel this emotional surge within you, and you're like, this is what I want. And then you're going to say, like, F all of it. I am going for what I want. And so that's when you tap into the 8 of Summer energy and you decide to bounce. With the Ace of Spring, you actually bounce. And then with the Star card, you get your wishes come true. Then you have Poharial. Is that? Yes, Poharial. No, Penelope Dreamweaver. Now, the reason for all this movement and shaking and baking, okay, is because you tapped into Penelope Dreamweaver's energy, which talks of inspiration, visions, magical dreams. Now, what did I say with the 9? With the 9 of Summer, I said you are going to feel something amazing, and you're gonna be like, I don't have that in my life now, so I'm a bounce. Bye bye. And that's what you're gonna do, because then, or prior, at some point, you'll have, so the 9 of Summer, I'm slurring my words. The 9 of Summer, okay, when you tap into the wishes come true, dreams fulfilled, the magical time of life, that is, well, Penelope Dreamweaver is referring to that because you have magical dreams, visions, you know what it is you want, you know what it is you have to go after, and that is amazing. So, and you know how you're going to have to do it. Because, don't forget, I did say gracefully accepting change. Yeah, where was it? Yeah, Poharial. Gracefully accepting change and making it come true. Aha! That would be interesting. Okay, so my gorgeous Aries, this is all I have for you guys this week. If you like this and if you'd like me to go deeper into your specific situation, please contact me at the email in the box below and it'll be my pleasure to assist. In that same box, you'll find a little description of this video and my prize. Now, like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and click on that notification bell to be notified when I post new stuff, as well as leaving me a comment because I adore comments. I read them all. I may not answer all of them, but I absolutely read them all. And with that being said, my gorgeous Aries, I wish you guys all a very good week, and I will see you next time, okay? Bye!